Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, wait, wait. Hey, what's up, you guys, and welcome to Occult Cat TV. I'm your host, O'Shea. As well, you can call me Cool Cat or Itanu, all based off how you perceive me. So, today the topic of the video is going to be King Paimon. I'm really grateful for this video because King Paimon has probably been one of my greatest mentors along this path and along this journey, because I remember when I was first getting into demon magic and working with demons, I really didn't understand any of it. I had a little bit of knowledge, but really when you're entering a new world, you know nothing of. So King Paimon stepped in. It was kind of like I found Lucifer I saw was connected to King Paimon before going to Lucifer. Lucifer's like, go to King Paimon and learn from him for a while and then come back to me. And I remember this heavily in my journey, like this one exact area in my beginning, just like a video game. When you're starting out and then there's these NPCs or there's these beings that are guiding you in the right direction and where to go. And this, not saying they're NPCs, but as I was working with King Paimon, I started to take on the knowledge and the wisdom that I needed for my journey, for my trials, and going through the spheres, and pretty much going through the Hell Realm and understanding it. King Paimon was my scholarly mentor, my guide. He's as like he's like a philosopher, a spirit that you go to for philosophical insight, for wisdom, understanding and gaining knowledge, whether it be in the occult, alchemy, sciences, arts. He loves art. He loves helping people with art. He likes communing with artists, talking to artists, and helping them to become their greatest version and become who they're meant to be. And this is something that you can achieve while working with King Paimon. He helps you to master yourself and become your greatest version. And in the same way, he helps through whatever you're trying to master or get really good at, he helps teach you life through that. So as you start to do it, you start to gain insight, you start to gain knowledge and awareness of what you're pursuing. And this has to do actually with different aspects of the brain. I need to look up what part that was. It ties into the nervous system, but it's this part where when we start, or in psychology, when we start to do something more, we start to gain information on what we're doing. It's the same when you see, like, maybe you get a new red car, right? Or you start seeing red cars, or you see a specific car, you start seeing it everywhere. That's because your mind starts to notice it everywhere. But it's in the same way that we can actually use this principle to attract things and magnetize things to ourselves. By viewing something, we now bring it more into our reality. We're seeing it, but it's like we're seeing the pockets, or we're seeing the things because we see it more, like in quantum physics, because we're perceiving it. That means we're putting attention and awareness on it. That means we're gravitating whatever we're choosing to focus on or put our awareness on. As well, these are things that King Paimon teaches. He teaches philosophy and the arts, but as well, he can teach you metaphysics, psychology, philosophy, how to use your voice, how to speak, how to use words. He can teach you magic and to become a great ascended magician or a great ascended leader. He can teach you ascension in your life so that you can ascend from your normal mundane consciousness and gain a more you could say Luciferian consciousness, but a more empowered consciousness. Honestly, King Paimon can help you connect to any aspect of yourself. I remember I was heavily doing inner child work with him, because it's like, maybe you don't know how to do inner child work, right? Everyone's like, oh, do shadow work, do child work, or do inner child work, right? And then you start to do, and then you don't really know what it is. Talk to King Paimon. You talk to him. Oh, that's communing with your inner child. Imagine your inner child. Imagine your inner child. Talk to them. What do they need? Speak to your inner child. Work with them. And then as you start to work with them, you're bringing that influence more into your reality, because you're seeing it astrally, so it's in your mind. Commune with it. Give that aspect of yourself a hug. Love that aspect of yourself. Love who you were and who you used to be, and that childlike wisdom, youthfulness, and joy, and bring that out. Talk to that aspect and integrate it, just like your shadow. Don't be afraid of it. Don't fight it. Commune with it. Talk to it. Integrate it. Understand it. I remember when I was talking to my shadow one time, and he's like, in a sense, gambling. Things of high risk and high reward. That's something my shadow loves. I gave him poker cards. I play, like, I don't play poker in a sense, but I use the cards, and when I do gamble, that's when I let my shadow out. I don't gamble that much, but if I'm playing a game or doing something in that nature, I let my shadow come out and play. And that's as well what magic should be. It should be play. It should be fun. It shouldn't always be like, oh, I have to do shadow work again, right? But you should have fun with what you're doing. You should love what you do, whether it be meditation. Go into meditation. Love that meditation and what you're going to do. Don't hate it. Don't fight it. Same with exercise. Oh, I have to go to the gym. No, you get to go to the gym. You love going to the gym, right? It's all changing your mindset and how you perceive things. And from doing that over and over again, this will ingrain new neural pathways. And that's what's creating energy. That's when people talk about we don't have 100% of our brain, or we have junk DNA. This is just because it's been turned off. And when you start to ingrain new neural pathways, when you start to invoke, you're actually turning on the other half of your mind, the other half of your brain. You're turning on the darkness, or the junk DNA. Within King Paimon is immense darkness, as well immense light, immense love. He was an angelic king, an angelic ruler. And from that he descended with Lucifer into the darkness, into the underworld, or hell realms, you could say. And from that he made himself a king, just as Lucifer did. This is why his name is King Paimon. He deserves that. That's why we treat him with respect. This is how you can respect him, by calling him King Paimon. I call him KP now, but it was originally King Paimon. Just to show him that respect until he gives you a nickname, or that you can call him by, or you give depending on your connection with him. I haven't had any bad connections with King Paimon, honestly, at all. I've heard people have had not the best experiences with him. And I think that that's usually where they're at in life, and who they are as a person, and how they treated him. Because honestly, it's all about how you treat yourself, and that's how deities, that's how other beings treat you. If you love yourself, they will love you too, because you love yourself. You emanate that vibration. You can as well use that in your life. So the ways that King Paimon, so some words that I just have associated with King Paimon: knowledge, wisdom, abundance, wealth. These are all just things that express who King Paimon is, because he's an abundance deity that what are they called? Caravans used to pray to, and that just shows kind of his influence and where he is. He's an energy that looks over those trying to create monetary gains, start from nothing, and create an empire for themselves. As well, he's a patron of psychology, or psychologists. that's not been written. That's just something that I really vibe with and condone with. Seeing the people that I always see him around, he can turn you into an ascended leader, a great philosopher, and help you to become your greatest version in honestly any way. King Paimon has helped me a lot throughout my journey, and I want to say I've probably worked with him about 3 to 4 years, and they've been amazing. I worked with him honestly a lot, and I was always invoking him, and he helped me really channel that intelligent, wise aspect of myself that I always needed to overcome obstacles. He helped me to remove as well the obstacles and the blockages within my mind that were preventing me from progressing forward. He helped me get rid of fear. He helped me to reprogram my subconscious mind, or the way, he helped me a lot with my ego, and then understanding the mind. And through that, when you understand your mind, you start to understand your body and everything with that. You understand everything around you. You can detect your surroundings as well. He can help you heavily increase your claircognizant ability, so your ability to download information, download energy from spirits, and just know the wisdom that you need to progress along your journey. So I think that pretty much wraps it up for working with King Paimon. He can help you with abundance magic, money, as well as sorcery, working with the Jinn. He is a Jinn. He's a Jinn king. Let me think of. He has very loving energies. It has like a very seductive pull to it. I remember that he ascended in the Roman times as Paimonius, and this is where he's reincarnated in order to do that. And that shows actually the capabilities that we have while we are here and incarnated. He was a human spirit that elevated to that incarnated at some point, that elevated himself to godhood or above the ascended masters. And in doing that, he is a reflection to show us of what we can achieve in the same way. And this is why he's a mentor and a guide. He loves to teach music, just like as when he did as a human spirit. And this is why he loves to help us progress and advance our art and our architecture, and as well just our society in all ways. He influences so much, whether it be from entertainment to as well the music industry. I look at him as a god and a spirit of entertainment. And if you want to be an actor, a lawyer, an artist, a musician, a singer, a painter, a poet in any way, then I recommend working with King Paimon. There's much he can help you with. And with that, guys, this is Occult Cat TV video about King Paimon, the homie. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Cool cat out. What? Have a beautiful day, guys. Peace.